if you got to hide tiptoe around who you really are, you're going to have a terrible relationship.
A horrible relationship. It's, with yourself, though. Exactly. Like, you're not on this double, right? You're going to have a horrible relationship with yourself for putting yourself in the situation, and then you're going to have a horrible relationship with the spouse. So you're basically wasting everybody's time.
Right. You're going to be mad for a long time. So
you're wasting the taxpayers' dollars and everything. You're just doing too much.
Now, how are we wasting taxpayer dollars?
Yeah, because you're wasting time. And anytime you're wasting time, you're wasting money. You can add it up if you want to.
Okay, I'll do that math on the way home and see what that adds up to.
Thank you. Thanks. So you're wasting taxpayers' dollars right now by taking time to talk about it.
Just having that conversation, huh? All right, what else you got for us?
Well, I wanted to give out some celebrity birthday shout-outs. Right. I'm only going to give out 2 because a lot of the people that I'd like to shout out their birthdays are actually tomorrow, such as George Clooney. But today is Chris Brown's birthday and Adele's birthday.
Okay, Chris got some issues. Chris got some issues.
Oh, y'all are not going to talk about Chris Brown's issues. You are not going to talk about Chris Brown's issues. It's his birthday. He has issues tomorrow or yesterday, but not today.
Oh, so he bailing himself out on his birthday?
On his birthday, you got to leave him alone.
So I can talk about him tomorrow, huh?
Talk about him tomorrow, talk about him yesterday, but not today.
And you know what's so crazy about it is he just finished his parole from the last Hidden Rihanna thing. He just finished that with last
You know what, bitch warmer, I'm not messing with you tonight. But wouldn't it be nice, though, on another note, to ignore what Benchwarmer is talking about and talk about what I'm talking about, is wouldn't it be nice to have Adele and Chris Brown do a collaboration song? Wouldn't that be interesting?
Who, Adele?
No.
Oh, 2 birthdays?
The 2 birthday people today, yes, Adele and Chris Brown.
The problem is Adele might not want to go to prison to do the collaboration.
Huh?
You still doing that? So, Professor, let's talk about educational things right now because Benchwarmer's on the bench acting up.
You can't put no soundproofs in the jail, can you?
I'm done. So, happy birthday to Adele and Chris Brown, if Benchwarmer says the same. And we will move on.
Yeah, I'll say happy birthday too. So is domestic violence, is that, are we okay with that now? Oh no, this wasn't domestic violence. This was domestic violence, wasn't it? With Chris Brown.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Because at the time they were in a relationship. Yeah. I think it was domestic disturbance. I don't know if it was I don't know what it was.
Domestic violence, but I'll let him deal with legal issues.
Facebook comment on Maya's post again.
Uh-oh.
This comment said, I heard of a former NFL player, I believe, or rather I think it was Michael Irvin, but I'm not sure, completely sure, whose wife will go through his closet and put numbers on all his clothes and shoes with paper and tape, and all the matching numbers. Those clothes and shoes could be worn together. For example, all the ones could be worn together, etc. I wouldn't mind my wife doing that for me.
Man, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
That sounds like Ray Charles.
You know what? It's exactly what it sounds. It's too much. Let me tell you something about people, women and men, and relationships and all this other weird stuff. It's like people go way too far on their dependency. And that is way too codependent for me to be labeling things so you get your life. If we can't do this interdependently, we are not going to do it at all.
What did you do before we got married?
Exactly.
Did you not dress yourself when you walking out of the house?
How did we catch each other? Like, how did we even fall in love? Wasn't I already what I was when you loved me before I got here? Like, I'm not doing all of that.
Was I wearing hobo clothes when we decided to hook up?
Exactly. Now, I like what Mrs. Lyons said about I'll make suggestions, and I can understand a suggestion because you can suggest to a tree that it produce fruit and walk off and hope that it happens. And that's different. But to stand there and literally label and hand and mix and mint and all that other and sew and put on buttons and all, nope.
I like what you said. You can suggest a tree to make fruit. The problem is that your suggestion is just not suggesting. You going in, putting the seeds in, you watering every day, you putting the sun on every day. You trying to figure out what
adding manure.
Right,
that's the bad part is when you start adding manure to everything. That's what women do. They they have a tendency to add the manure, like move around.
Think it's gonna fertilize
with yourself.
Think it's gonna fertilize.
Yeah, go sit down.
I want oranges.
Yeah, and you had an apple tree begging for bananas.
Right,
Get away. Move.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's good. I like that one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so that's it. Are we taking a break, or do I get to talk about my entertainment topic?
Come on, keep it moving.
I got 10 seconds.
Keep it moving. No, I'll give you 20 seconds. Keep it moving.
Okay, so my entertainment topic is about alternative lifestyles. Is it okay? Actually, you know what? I'm going to answer this before no, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say it just like this. Is it okay to display alternative lifestyles in the media? Things against traditional lifestyle. Is that okay for us to be watching that on TV, to be witnessing that every time we turn around in publications? Is it okay?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Michael Sam.
Yeah.
That's a good Michael Sam, yeah. But even the gay marriages now. Gay and lesbian marriages.
Now, alternative can also, outside of homosexuality, alternative can also be radical, such as, Black Panthers and Crips and Bloods and, stuff that's unorthodox, if you will. Mobs and mafia and all of that. I'm talking about, is that okay for us to continually display that in the media?
You know what? You bring up a good point. I don't think, number one, if you want to eradicate it, if you want to stop it, then you don't bring it up in the media.
I got you.
I
like that.
If you don't want to, if it's not good for the overall well-being of these quote unquote United States, you just don't bring it up in the media. The only issue is that that's what gets people looking at your TV show.
Well, let me say it like this. Now, I don't know about you all, but I'm into mythology and superheroism and all of that. If you look at every superhero movie, there's always a villain, right? And sometimes even the superhero turns into the villain for some point within the movie or within the comic book or whatever. Okay. And he's got to do a change, a 360 or whatever. So when you're thinking about entertainment, I'm thinking about being entertained, meaning you're taking up my time for a time so I can be happy about this time. And I'm looking at this as, if they would make it more superhero-ish, like there's an end to an end, a means to an end, more utilitarian, then yeah, I think that's good to display those kind of alternative lifestyles in the media. But if you don't have an end to it, and this is it, and it's infinite, that's when we have a problem.
But the problem is
where's the fixture?
The problem is there's not an end to it. Let's take this gay and lesbian marriage. There's no end to it.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna always be there. And once you finish one portion of it, you're gonna always have more portions of it. It's not just gonna stop. It's gonna continue to move forward. So
right. What I meant by the infinite, if it's infinite, then there's a problem. Right. This is my thing. If you think about the prodigal son going biblical, or you think about any mythical story or any superhero story, it always starts out one way, and there's a transformation.
Right.
So I think that if there are going to have alternative lifestyles in the media, there should be transformation.
But the question is, but what are you going to transform, though?
That viewpoint, that perspective.
Okay, but now what you do is, even within the transformation, there's struggle. And the issue is that the struggle that you have to deal with. The question is, how long is the struggle?
Bruce Jenner. Let's just throw a name out there. Bruce Jenner. Let's talk about that.
First of all, Bruce Jenner didn't have no problem with nobody because he did his own thing he did his stuff before we even knew what was going on. And then once we figured out what was going on, it was already in process. So your end is here. We're on Barbara Walters, and this is what it is. That was your end. But he'd already gone through his transformation before he got on and made it public. So
is it okay when he made it public? That's what we're talking about. Should that have remained private? Is it okay for us to display that in the media?
Depends on him. How much money are you trying to make?
See, you know what?
It's all about money. Why would I make something public when I ain't trying to make no money off of it?
I got you covered.
It's all
so most of the time it's an attention grabber for money. It's an attention grabber for more followers. It's an attention grabber for yourself. You're just trying to put your business out on Front Street.
Right.
So we can't cover it up.
You can't, especially with the social media. Social media has become so social that everybody wants to put their stuff on Front Street.
everybody. I'm in the toilet. I'm up the street.
Right,
I'm at my house. I dumped my boyfriend. I with my boyfriend's boyfriend.
Exactly.
You know, it's too much.
Yeah, everybody wants to put their stuff on because everybody wants to be, deep down inside, everybody wants to be a star. So how can I be a star? I'm going to YouTube myself to
I think deep down inside, everybody is a star.
They are,
I don't think they want to be. I think they are.
They are, but here's the issue. Their self-esteem don't let them say that. And so they need that backup. They need that Facebook backup, that YouTube backup, that Twitter backup to say I'm a star. This is who I am. Y'all look at me. Mm-hmm. So now
you gotta shine. You just can't be. You gotta make sure you blow it out the water.
I want somebody to give me like 20. I want 20 hits in the next 2 minutes after I put this picture out there, so I can show y'all how good I am and how loved I am. You know, everybody. It's in us. It's it's just a part of what we are. And what's so crazy about it is, this is what the Bible said we was gonna do a long time ago.
Long time ago. So in essence, it's just being carried out that these alternative lifestyles that are coming out into the media are just really.
This is biblical.
Just true.
Yeah. What this is a biblical way of saying the Bible is true. I mean, we're saying how true the Bible is by carrying out what the Bible said long before they had internet. All this stuff
in Twitter
and all. Yeah. Well,
that comes with the internet. I got you.
Yeah, you can't have Twitter before.
You know what? Don't even start with me, Benchwarmer.
Well, you said and Twitter. I mean,
we're talking about a serious topic.
You could have said and a cell phone or and a phone. You could have said. You could have said.
I could have said and whatever, but I said Twitter. You
could have said and radio. You could have used any other means.
Newspaper. End of discussion.
Okay, so basically what I'm saying is we're just carrying the Bible's truths are being carried out right now.
Right.
And if you really truly look at it, that's just what we're doing. We are so innate with ourselves and so want us so
lovers
much.
Of themselves.
Yeah, exactly. That guess what we're going to do? We're going to manipulate everybody else to love us just the same. And so and
if they don't, we unfriend them.
Oh yeah, you unfriend them. Oh yeah. I'm gonna unfriend you. Can't because you don't talk the way I talk, or you don't want to do what I want to do. Or I'm gonna unfriend you. I mean, I don't care about friends.
But we all need people, Benchwarmer.
No, you have people. The problem is you don't accept the people that you have. God, I mean you.
Because we're trying to get bananas from the apple tree.
Exactly.
I got you.
I'm still figuring. If you put bananas and apples together with some pie side. Anyway.
Did we just have a sidebar on national radio?
Yeah, you got a sidebar banana. You keep saying bananas and apples or something like that.
Okay, peaches and plums. I mean, dang.
All right. Fruit cocktail.
But yeah, so I guess my whole question, the reason why I was asking the question, by the way, is because I notice a lot of children are starting to come out of the closet, whether it be the whatever closet it is, and they're starting to come out, and I think they're starting to come out even more because they see other people doing it, which helps. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. One person says, "Oh, he raped me," or "Oh, I was molested by so-and-so," and then 65 other cases pop up because so-and-so spoke first. And so the media is basically it's either propositioning people to come out of the closet, or it's inducing people coming out of the closet that maybe weren't even gay. You looked at a man one time and now you think you're gay. That's not the way it works. Right. You see what I'm saying? And so the media could be feeding those things into our people's minds. And it's like, I think in entertainment, the way we can curve that, or the way I've seen it curved rather, is when I see it in like superhero movies, or I see it in a movie where the bad person realizes they're wrong and fixes it within that film, or within that television show, or within that newspaper article. They realized that they were wrong and they fixed it. That's what I'd like to see more out there in the media.
Here's what I think is going to be our great destruction is what you just said, children coming out of the closet, kids coming out. I think that's going to be our greatest destruction because...
False closets, too. They're not coming out of just regular closets. They're coming out of fake closets as well, where they think they're gay because they happen to say, "Oh, my God, she's beautiful." And they think, "Oh, well, maybe I'm supposed to be with her." No, sweetheart, you can say women are beautiful.
Because guess what? I mean, as hard as it's for me to say this, but that's the popular thing now. And kids,
being gay.
Yeah, and kids, young kids are now more susceptible and they're more
open,
they gravitate toward that. They gravitate towards something that your mother and father